mobility. So the automobile industry is not only providing us all kinds of mobility services, it also has the people-to-people interconnections with other technologies. Technology actually enables the automobiles to connect every aspects of our social life.
At the same time, we also have not only cars, the commercial vehicles, as well as the bikes that will be introduced in Malaysia. So it's an opportunity for people to see the latest models, technology, and styling.
刚才我第二个问题呢，问拿督爱莎女士，
My second question is about the highlights of this motor show. And she answered that the highlight is about futures and also the high-techs and also the concept cars, representing the future designs. Especially for the auto heads in Malaysia. This is actually a window for them to looking into the future.
Everybody who comes to this show will enjoy being here. I think that's the most important. It is an experience and they can feel the pulse, the beat and all that, and at the end of it, they will say they will want to come back for the next show.
My last question is about motor shows like this being organized by the motor associations from Malaysia. She did not answer my question, but she only said the motor show is designed for the whole family members, not only for the males or females or specific people's group. We like to invite all family members to come to here, enjoy the motor shows, enjoy the conceptual cars, and enjoy the people-to-people connection here. They are going to uphold this event regularly. The interview with her ladyship is because she is one of the organizers of this motor show. She mentioned that a lot of the radical highlights. Let's tour this motor show around to see what kind of a future automobile is going to be like. This is actually a race car from Toyota, as mentioned by her ladyship. This motor show helps us to face the future. This is actually Toyota's I-Road conceptual car. It's not being under massive production yet. The total volume of the car is around 1/3 or half of the annual family cars. I guess that I is representing the electricity. This is also a three-wheel vehicle. My first impression to this car is that is it a quite huge electronic bicycle or electronic motor cars? But Toyota has defined it as the future EV. Let me ask the staff a few questions. Is this a conceptual car? Yes, this Toyota's Allroad is a conceptual car. It's not going to be sold in this motor show. This is only sold in Japan as an experiment, which was inspired by the year 2013. The car is famous for its mobility and also it's a pure EV. Can you give us a basic introduction of its basic data, for example, its range and speed? Its speed is around 60 kilometers per hour. The volume is only around 300 kilograms. Can I sit in? No, you can't. So we are really regretful to. So how about its safety? It has its airbag and safety belt. Although it looks like, I think inside you will feel that it's a car, but it's only the looks like a bicycle. Does it have the driving assistance system? No, not yet. Are there any date for the massive production? We have not published this number yet. This is also representing her leadership's idea. This is a conceptual car. City automobiles used in the metropolitans in the 2 to 3 years. I've been to many cities. Traffic jam is the headaches among all the cities, but this car is going to help us to address the headaches of traffic jams. It's pure EV and it's also very practical. The housewife even can drive it to pick up her kids. Automobiles and motors should be thinking for the consumers first. A lot of EV cars and hybrid cars are being showed quite frequently here. This is also a household name for Toyota, named Voice. Now we are entered into the booth of Lexus. This is also a conceptual car for Lexus. We have defined it as a pure EV luxury car. This car is actually playing a sharp, stark contrast with the iRoute from Toyota. This is also a conceptual car, not under massive production. It looks like 4 times the volumes of iRoute. Auto industry, for the energy saving, is actually a permanent thing for the whole industry. Every single manufacturers, OEMs, have their own way to save the energy and their own way of designing, because it's actually the forefront of designers. During the competition, they must provide it to the customer the most timely and ecologically environment car to represent their concept. That is how they are going to win in the cutthroat competition. Now we are about to introduce you the Malaysia-made car, and I think after we toured this booth, we are going to meet up with their CEOs. This brand was set up back in the 1960s. And one important mission of the foundings of the car brand is to representing the industrial power from the Malaysian nation. So it actually undertakes a lot of responsibilities. After half century's development, Malaysia and the brand. How do we see the progress of Proton? Let's give an interview with their CEO, Mr. Li Chunru. It's really an honor to meet you. The Chinese viewers have some of the background information about Proton. Some of the viewers might heard of that, but some of the viewers might not. Can you give us a history of your brand and also your collaboration with Geely? Our brand was actually set up in the year 1983, and 2 years later, 1985, we have our first automobiles being produced. Up to date, there are over 4 million units of the vehicles are being produced. In 2017, we are joining the alliance with Geely. A year later, we have quite smooth collaboration relations with Geely. Mr. Li, can you tour us around your cars? So how about this? This is named X70. He's the design manager of this vehicle. I will introduce my colleagues about this car because we only have a limited. So my first question is that I heard about X70 is Boyo or not. Can you give us a larger figures about the car? In this car, we have over 50 systems and changed 20 different car parts. Can I sit at the driving seats? So let me tell you, all the viewers here, that Malaysia, they are driving at the right. This is a highly recommended car by the CEO. 70% are collaboration with 70% are representing the features of the bio from Chile, but 50% is representing the Chinese spirit, while another 50% is representing the Malaysia spirit. This is also a quite good demonstration of the friendship between China and Malaysia and the automobile industry, and it's also a blend of the China and Malaysia culture. The two teams have designed it for over a year, and we have added up a lot of Malaysia's cultural element. For example, for the branches and the seats, we have used the traditional material from Malaysia. This is a quite good blend of China and Malaysia culture. I think the interior decoration is very elegant. The controlling panel have all kinds of functions, including the active safety control or passive safety control. We are the 5-star safety automobiles in the Southeast Asia's Automobile Award. We actually equipped this car with AEE, ACC, among all the other equipment. In the Malaysian market, we are actually leading the market in the Malaysian market. This is actually the storage tank. This designing is also sleep-proof, and it's easy for you to put some of the money or here. The screen is not 100% square screen, and we also set up the speech dialogue system with Malaysia, and we actually, in our speech dialogue system, the English language is also the Malaysia English, suited for the drivers in Malaysia. Human-machine interaction is becoming an unavoidable topic for the automobile industry. Through the big data, all the OEMs is actually set up this kind of a very convenient HII system. The steel is 100% leather. I like this leather touch. So can you introduce me about this logo? This is a tiger representing Malaysia. And also the logos for protein. And if you look at the lower part of the scale, it's actually quite flat. Looks like the race car. Let's talk about this screen and HMI system. You can see the high definition in the screen, LED screen. Music, Bluetooth, call center, navigation, all the other functions can be shown here. The touch panel have a quite quick response to my touch. This is the navigation system. Thank you very much to give me this opportunity. Let's look at the second car from Proton. This is actually the joint effort between China and Malaysia team after a year's preparation, and we are going to see it launch in the 2nd of December. Although the car is not on the market yet, there's over 10,000 orders for this car. Mr. Lee is going to introduce you this type of the vehicle. It is called Proton Singer. This is also the first car being produced by Proton, and it was launched into the market in 1985, July. So this is actually the evergreen tree of the automobile industry in Malaysia, and we are entered into the 3rd generation of this vehicle. After collaborations with Geely, we are going to improve some of the features of Saga and introduced all the HMI and SDS systems into this car. Up to now, the ownership of this car is around 2 million units. With the upgradings of the functions, it's going to provide better experience for the users. Thank you very much. This is a historic car for Malaysia, and I still remember that when the car was launched into market, Premier Mahathir has driven the car himself to work. Thank you very much. We have introduced you Proton. This is actually the national brand for Malaysia. It was a brand born in the 1970s and 1960s with a latter mission on its shoulder. All of these are under the name of Proton. The second type of Proton's brand is actually tops the sales in Malaysia. In the year 2017, the total sales for this brand is occupying 35% of the market share with 200,000 vehicles. These are the pure Malaysia house brand. This is a conceptual car, EV. It was quite famous for its price and high production volume. So let me tell you here that Malaysia government is going to set up their 3rd largest automobile brand. This is a good demonstration of Malaysia government's determination to help and assist its automobile industry. This is the brand for Provodog. The lowest price of this car is around 20,000 UGT, an equivalent to 30,000 RMB. Without any luxurious accessories, the price is quite reasonable. Let's go to another highlights of this auto show. We are going to walk to the second floor to interview all the young students. Let me give you a brief introduction of the meeting conference. Why Malaysia? Why the Kuala Lumpur Motor Show is such a big event in the auto industry? Because the meeting conference is actually a quite new event for the show. This is a pickup from Ford. In Malaysia, SUV is not a household ownership, but pickup is quite a daily view for Malaysia, because in Malaysia they have the land, the terrains are not that flat. Pickup can carry the goods and also carry the people. That's why this type of car is quite popular in Malaysia. We have another booth in the second floor. I mentioned about the Kuala Lumpur Trade and Exhibition Center was built up 2 to 3 years ago with a construction cost of around 600 million Malaysia cuties. That is an equivalent to of the 1 billion RMB. The general conference hall was designed according to the shape of the traditional Malaysia plant seat. The general public in Malaysia, they do like to walk around all the time. The car must be suited for their national people's mentality. They like to drive their car and tour around. That is the reason why the second biggest brand in Malaysia have such a heavy market share. It's because the price is quite cheap, and it will enable the general public in Malaysia to work to every corners that they want. I have to say that the weather in Malaysia is relatively hot. The general public, if they want to go outside, they cannot separate themselves with the driving of the cars. If you are costing 20,000 RMB for each of the households, this is not a big deal. That's the reason why the consumption for automobiles, for the motors in Malaysia, is actually representing the highest level in Southeast Asia. It was boosted with all kinds of brands, and the sales volume in Malaysia is quite astounding, and Malaysia is the only country in the Southeast Asia to produce and design and manufacture their own cars. So this auto show is also going to attract viewers coming from Southeast Asia. The car motor show is going to last for 10 days, attracting 350,000 people, auto cultures in Malaysia is actually leading in the Southeast Asia market. The general public and the consumers have a quite deep affection with automobiles. The government also feel that it's quite responsible to develop their own car. This is the general background information about Malaysia's automobile market. This is the second floor for the auto show. Nissan to my left hand, and on the stage, it is also the pure EV. All the manufacturers is prioritize EV as the major type, just named Nissan Leaf.
This car, the pure electric, this is 100% electric vehicle, the high power auto. 他刚才跟我介绍说呢，这是一辆纯电动车，它的是概念上没有的，像highlights of the electric motor produces 110 kilowatts of horsepower, 110马力，也就是说220牛米的动力，320牛米的。And also it comes with and co-pilot. 110马力，320。那它一次续航里程充电。
The horsepower is 110 and the power is around 320. It can drive up to 400 kilometers in a single touch.
那续航能力还可以，一次插电可以走400公里。那么它的，sorry。
This is the only pure EV among the brands vehicle to be shown here. For one charge, this EV has a 400 kilometers range. This is pure EV. The car is already being sold globally. We are going to launch this car in Malaysia. Can you give us an estimation about the price? The price is around 200,000 engines. That is around 300,000 RMB. So does this car representing the best technological levels for the EVs? Yes, temporarily we are leading the market.
尼桑的工作人员跟我说，他是基本上这辆车呢，就是 Leaf 是纯电动的，代表了尼桑公司在纯电动车方面的一个最高水平。那么下面呢，我们就
This car is representing the best production ability for Nissan.
杜爱姗女士也介绍了，其中
One of the highlights introduced by Her Ladyship is that we have some of the college students participating in this auto show in their own way. There are screens, advertisements, all kinds of designs. There's also a lot of motorbicycle here. In Malaysia, you can also see all kinds of motors running on the street. Malaysia also upheld a lot of motorways. This is also the motor car from Honda. These are the luxury brands: Maserati, Range Rover, but I think the first floor is their major booth. Mercedes-Benz Series 2. Because we are looking for the college students who are participating in this motor show today. This is a super long car from Cadillac, and it has a few world record of this car. I estimate this car is around 20 meters. This commercial vehicle was designed through the joining hands with Jiangling. We call it Co-Star here. I heard that all of the car parts are being produced by Jiangling, and they assemble all the car parts here, right? So how did you collaborate together? We are the GMC of Jiangling in Malaysia. Is this a quite... What is the customer group for Malaysia? It is used for hotels and company usage. And in this type of vehicle, how about its sales? We have a quite good sales number because we just launched into the market. Many of the people ask me about the information of the car. I hope that after the auto show we could have more orders. This is Jiangling, and this car is also closely related to one Chinese OEMs, which was named Jinglong Golden Dragon, and all of these are commercial vehicles used for hotels and companies. All the spare parts of this car are being produced in China, and they have assembled it in Malaysia. This vehicle, although it's not one of the major positions here, but you can see all of the young people. I think they are born after the 2000s. they are the team behind this car.
You are the leader. Okay. So please introduce simply about
Hi, hello. My name is Juliana. I'm from Kuala
制作了这款车。
Okay, so we have 4 faculties, which are Faculty of Electrical Engineering, Faculty of Computer Science and Mathematics, Faculty of Art and Design, and also Faculty of Mechanical. 4 faculties comprises of 8 project teams and also several students. We have postgraduate students and undergraduate students. So the car are built by the students.
大家刚才介绍说呢，就是说他们是来自4个专业的或者4个系的不同的学生，有汽车设计，还有引擎设计，汽车工艺，等等吧，几个不同专业的学生共同来打造这辆车的。
This car is built without engine. So we have we move by using the battery and also autonomously. So no driver in the car. But I can introduce you to the team, respective team, so that they can explain if you want to listen on the design.
No, I'm afraid it's a little bit complicated for the Chinese ordinary viewers. Yeah, let me translate. 刚才这位女士介绍说呢，这辆车呢不但是纯电动，而且是目标是无人驾驶，所以它上面呢，你看那个车，待会儿你就会看到画面上。
This is not only a pure EV, but it's also autonomous driving cars. You will see the touchpad here, and also the cameras installed on the top of the car. This is also the sensoring system, because this car is being designed by the contemporary college student in Malaysia. So they are heading towards 2 futures, autonomous driving and EV. I forgot to mention that there are also students majored in big data and computer participate in the designs.
Using autonomous vehicle, so we are promoting the research work done by our students and local experts. So meaning that we can show that we have the capabilities to do the advanced pioneering research for future technology. We even can show that we are at the level of building a car with no driver. So it is the trend right now for the future.
The future.
Yeah, represent the future. Yeah, represent the future automotive.
Both the cars and the students.
The students, yeah, the students are exposed with the latest current trend technology. So at our university, Technology Mara, we teach them the latest one, and also we equip them with the expertise.
Okay, so congratulations. Impressive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. 刚才呢，这个领队介绍说呢，就是这辆车呢，它的设计、制作。
The car is being designed and produced by the students. This is autonomous driving EV. What is the benefit of doing that? She mentioned about one word, future. It's not only about the vehicle facing the future, autonomous driving, EV, but the students are participating in every single part of the car processing. All the students is going to become the most important engineers in Malaysia. So this 2018 Malaysia Kuala Lumpur Auto Show is that everything is about the future. Everything is facing the future, facing the world. For the interest of time, I cannot show you every single booth. But I believe that Malaysia has a quite unique auto culture and their way to get interconnections between the world. They also have their general public who has a favor, who has a love for the car, and they have a long-term history to collaborating with China. So the theme of 2018 Kuala Lumpur Auto Show is about beyond mobility. There are also other auto-relevant products. So the 2018 Kuala Lumpur Auto Show is about to close tomorrow. On the second floor, apart from the motor cars, we also have so many luxury cars. For the interest of time, I cannot introduce you one by one. Generally speaking, I was deeply impressed by the auto cultures in Malaysia. This is a quite vast market, with the government supporting the auto industry and the general public who love the car, and the colleges and students who are willing to become the future petrol heads. And we wish 2018 Kuala Lumpur Motor Show a great success. And I wish that all the consumers in Malaysia could enjoy these benefits of this auto culture. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you later, dear viewers.